fishing neck and ain't no apology. 100 yards, you know I own all the property. Daddy's home, you know I own all the property. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof.
It is a Chamber of Commerce afternoon here in the Peach State of Georgia. We've got the roof open, wide open, and we are ready for football at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Atlanta Falcons. Calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Starts the drive on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Pickett now from the gun here. And he fires one that's intercepted.
A part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run with Robinson. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. Robinson again. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Now the try here for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to...
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Steelers' 11-yard line.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. T.J. Watt, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down.
They had a chance there to really build a nice early lead, go up a couple of scores, but he doesn't hit that one quite right, and it winds up in empty possession.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Pickett. And that will be incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Taken in at the 22. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They begin the drive with Robinson.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
The Falcons at 9-3 here on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Being chased out left. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
52 blaster. Alert 3. Ready.
Robinson up the middle.
The tackle made by Levi Wallace.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Striker, 3-3.
Safety's creeping.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football. 6-0 our score after 1. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
10 seconds.
They'll run for it with Robinson. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
They'll run with Patterson.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Slot man moves right.
Blue striker.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Touchdown, Falcons! Cordero Patterson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
And as he approaches to kick it off, he might be thinking this could be a 14-0 lead with a couple of PATs as he sends this one away. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. To the air on first down with Pickett. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
That's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. Down to about the 23. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action, they'll throw. And this one is incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Yellow, go. 42
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. This time, the extra point up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
That's now 6 dropbacks, 6 incompletions. Yeah, the defense has been pretty good early, but he's got to start hitting some of those throws. He's making them better than what they actually are.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Here we go. Push him back. Push him back.
Back to throw. Pickett. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Pickett to throw on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Washington. And in for the Steelers, touchdown. A big play there. 59 yards. And the Steelers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Boswell good with the extra point. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now it's 3rd and 4.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he will be taken down, but it is a huge play there to flip field position. And they'll be on the other side of the field as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
45, 60.
Robinson, he'll try the left side. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. His second TD of the game and 16th on the season as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Pickett. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. First and 10, here's Pickett.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
He'll go up top here for Hamler. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and that'll keep this a 19-point game.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
Final play of the first half. Here's Pickett.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Second half begins with a run by Robinson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now back to throw. Flushed out right.
He'll go up top here for Hamler. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Hey, Line's 42. Hey, what's that? Hey, what's the ball? Black shot. Ready.
He'll look to throw. Robinson's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They go play action here on first down. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is taken in at the 5. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 59 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
6-man.
Robinson.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
And they'll run again. But he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he won't get to the line of scrimmage as they push him back to the 2.
The play lost a yard. It's now 3rd and goal.
Robinson. And Robinson will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack, going to stop him short of the 1st.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
There have not been a lot of great moments for this defense throughout this game. Finally, they have one they can hang their hat on. A nice stop there.
Ready. 60 red. 60 red. Hey,
Now they send a man in motion right.
I'm here all day. Kill. Striker, 3-3.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Set hut, 50, green. Close, 10. Check 3.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Looking to throw. Touchdown! Cordero Patterson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Looking to throw, Pickett.
Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is brought in at the 21. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8.
And it will be Falcon football.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Down at the 35, it'll be second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
22 needle.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. But to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game. But that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays. Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game, This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Pickett's throw brought in by Austin. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Now Pickett on fourth down. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Hand off now to Robinson. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. Back to Robinson now on first down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Robinson with another carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass, you don't often see a cornerback making tackles in the backfield. But he's playing run all the way here.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Slide, 97.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his tight end, Oliver. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. Back to the ground with Robinson. And a short gain here down to the 22. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9. At the 22.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Smash, red.
2nd and 9 now. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Robinson will try to pick it up. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
White. Mike's 4-2. Man, that's trash. Mike 42. Ready.
They'll set up a throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Mike Hilton.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. You want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run with Robinson. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Robinson again, but he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Robinson. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal.
Yellow, zoom.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Mike, 55.
They'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Steeler D will celebrate the goal line stand. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to them. 11 yards and a 1st down. Pickett now on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 2nd and 4. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 44 yards. Pickett right back to the air again toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Pickett now, 3rd and goal.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Falcons come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Falcons, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And